Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Natanis Dream. We haven't done one of these videos in a little while. It is November 17th, 2024. It is Sunday. How's everybody doing? I am doing good. I'm actually kind of waiting for the car to warm up a little bit. But what are we going to talk about today? Because, like I said, we haven't done one of these in a little while. We're going to talk about dreams again. So I've had several dreams the last few months that are extremely vivid. Like it's unreal to me, like how real these dreams have been here lately. So let's talk about it a little bit. It does involve somebody that I'm not going to mention. I feel like when I do, I mean, nobody's really watching them, but I feel like when I mention them, it makes me sound like crazy fan, which is kind of weird because I started talking about these like after the fact of like being done with these YouTubers. So yeah, I'm going to try to avoid mentioning who this one was about or who this one was with, because it wasn't actually about them. It was about kind of our interaction. So for the most part, we are just chatting, but the dream starts off with me being like invited to this person's Minecraft base, and there's like Endermen inside of glass containers. They are standing on cauldrons and such. And it's just got a whole bunch of these in there. And I'm just like, I'm in shock. And I'm like, man, this looks way different. This is not what I remember being your base the last time that I watched any of your Minecraft stuff. We're going to go ahead and go on. I can kind of see out the car now. Kind of. Anyway, so it's really surprising what has changed in his base and everything. And again, he's got like animals and Endermen and all sorts of things in glass tubes. So I'm asking about it, and I'm like, wow, I must have missed out a lot on yours. He's like, oh, really? I mean, I did this recently in a video and yada, yada, yada. I'm just like, no, I haven't watched in like forever, which is true. I haven't. Obviously, I'm gonna know that in a dream, because my dream is making up things that I know. So the scene from this point like completely alters. We're no longer in Minecraft. This is the real world. I'm walking into like their office. So imagine like a little room. The door's on the right side of it, and we're facing the back wall, so the door's behind me on my right. And in front of me is a few shelves. I don't really notice any detail about the shelves in front of me. There's also a fridge in the right corner, and then there's like a desk right there in front. But on my left is another set of shelves, and all over this shelf is just Lego. There's Legos everywhere. There's Lego builds all over it. There's none that I could really name. I do think the wizard hat from Harry Potter is there. I actually have that set. It's just waiting to be put together. It's gonna have to wait a little bit longer till I have somewhere to actually put it. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different Legos over there, and you know, we're chatting about things, and I don't remember any exact detail on what we're chatting about, but I know it's Legos, and I'm like, oh, chatting him up about Lego, and I'm asking him questions, and he misunderstands and thinks I'm asking about some kind of Lego Minecraft server. I'm like, no. I mean, like, do you follow some of these Lego channels? And there's one in particular. He showcases a lot of big builds, or big bricks that he makes. And I can't remember that channel's name. It's like Blake or something. But anyway, so the person I'm chatting with turns to me and is like, how did you know that? I'm like, oh, I see big bricks down there. Exactly the same as like what that guy makes. And he's like, oh yeah, I do watch that. And this is the turning point in the conversation. This is when it goes from being like an awkward, like filling each other out, to just flat out talking and enjoying each other's company and things. And we're really just hanging out. We're two guys hanging out, having fun. I'm watching him play some kind of game. I'm assuming he's playing Minecraft. I don't actually see it, but he's also playing with a controller. So maybe he's playing Minecraft on the Switch. I don't know. But so that's going on, and I see him walk towards the fridge in the upper corner, the upper right. And I'm like, you know what? Now, I'm thinking this. This is in my head. Now, obviously, because it's in a dream, like, of course he's going to know what I'm thinking because it's in a dream. But I'm thinking, like, hey, I wouldn't mind a brownie as well. And so he comes back around from the fridge, from behind his desk and everything, and he hands me a sealed brownie. Now, there is one thing to note here, and this is the first time I've noticed it in the dream, is I'm only 5'9". I am not that tall. I'm pretty average height for an American male. And when he comes around, he is short. Like, he only comes up to about my chest height. He's only about here. Anyway, I thought that was really weird in the dream because it makes him out to be way shorter than I think he actually is. I think he's probably about maybe close to about here on me or something, but in my dream he's way shorter than that. He only comes up to like my chest. So he hands me this brownie in the sealed pack, and I take it. I'm just shocked. I'm like, did you read my mind or something? And he's like, what? Why? And I was like, because I was thinking I would like to have a brownie that you're getting right now. And he's just like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just holding it. I don't actually want it in my dream. And then he like takes it from me and licks the packaging. So there's that little awkward tidbit in the dream. But then as I'm looking around the room, I realize that there's another set of shelves back behind me. I can't really see what's on there. It's just random shapes. There's no detail on that like there was the Lego. There's a lot of detail on the Lego. I just couldn't make out any sets except for like the wizard hat. But then there's like it kind of morphs in the dream. It's like a sofa, but it's more like one of those beanbag chairs. If you know what I'm talking about, it's a beanbag, but it's actually a chair. There's a very particular one that I'm talking about. It looks more like a chair than it does a beanbag, but if you go to sit on it, you're like, oh, it's a beanbag. It's that kind of thing. It's sitting there in the corner. It's like kind of yellow or something. And again, it's flip-flopping in my dream from being a sofa to being this beanbag chair. But on it is what's interesting. There's a whole bunch of Pikachus on it, like stuffed Pikachus. And I'm just like, wow, I didn't know you're a Pikachu guy. It's like, oh yeah, Pikachu's my favorite and everything, which is kind of hilarious. Kind of telling too. Like, I feel like if your favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, you're just sold into the what's it called? To the merchandising, like the advertisement where they push Pikachu and that's all you like. Anyway, so I find that a little bit odd. And he's like, why do you find that odd? And I'm like, because I did a video recently where I put you as a Pikachu. And in my dream, it's kind of like I took his outfit, and I applied it. I put it on an armor stand, and for the head, I put a Pikachu instead of his head. That's what I'm remembering in the dream, is I've made this statue look like a Pikachu. And I'm talking to him about it. I'm like, that explains why I never got any hateful comments on that, like, how dare you make him a Pikachu and everything. He's like, oh yeah, no, that'd be perfectly fine. Like, I love Pikachu. Nobody's gonna say that. Everybody knows that I love Pikachu. They would think that that's awesome. And again, we're two guys just hanging out, having a good time, chatting with each other. And it's yet another dream that is just so vivid in a series of dreams that I'm talking to people, and I do believe that this is the third person within that group that I've had a dream specifically about. Like, I've had 2 others, whereas other people where I'm just hanging out and chatting with them. So it's kind of odd to me that I've got yet another one, and my phone is falling off. So yeah, I'm gonna have to grab it real quick. So yeah, I would like to hear back on what you guys think about that, and if you've got any kind of insight on that, because man, these vivid dreams of me hanging out with other YouTubers, a very specific group of them, is getting kind of odd. Like, I haven't watched their content in 6-7 months at this point, and it's just still, I know I spent years watching them. I watched them from about 2014 to now, so 10 years of me being a fan, and I had enough of it because of reasons. I actually think about, I don't know where I'm going this morning. I have no idea where I'm going for breakfast. So I'm going to have to leave you guys there, and I hope you enjoyed me chatting about this, but I definitely need to figure out exactly where I'm going this morning. So, take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and God bless. I will see you guys later. Don't forget, tomorrow, Mondays, we do Imperion. Bye for now.